closely. This image might look familiar to you. If you haven't figured it out yet, it's the illustration She's Looking for Her Heart by John Bauer. If you're a Harry Potter fan, I'm sure you got this painting confused from a scene from The Prisoner of Azkaban, but that's okay, because John Bauer had an effect on fairytale and mythology. John Bauer is a Swedish illustrator for fairytale and mythology, as well as designing stamps, magazine, advertisement, and paintings. John Bauer is famous for his fairytale mythology art, and even though he is a well-rounded artist, he is not recognized as much for his work as he should be. John Bauer combined landscape with mythology, which was not popular in this time. John Bauer was popular while he was alive, that he was in newspapers for life events, including his death. John Bauer was one of the people to help fairytale and mythology art become popular. Bauer was born in the golden age of illustration, which was a time period when illustrations in books and magazines became popular. Bauer was a part of this artistic movement, and people in his hometown and country of Sweden loved him. They still love him that after his death, schools in Sweden have classes about Bauer. The Swedish post office still has some of Bauer's stamps available. Museums have exhibits on his art. Artists use his drawings for cover albums, and a movie in 2017 came out about his life. John Bauer's paintings look simple, yet that simpleness is what drew people in to love Bauer as well as appreciate nature. As a child, John Bauer loved to spend time outside, and his drawings resembled what he loved to do in his free time. As he got older, he went to the Royal Swedish Academy of Fine Arts, where he developed his skills that his small projects landed him a job as an illustrator for a Swedish folklore and fairytale book in 1907 called Among Gnomes and Trolls. His drawings of his trolls got him popular. His trolls were not ugly, but they were not pretty either. His trolls had a warm feeling to them that the viewers did not understand because villains were supposed to look ugly. That is why they are villains. In modern times, the villains look good, but in the early 1900s, they didn't. John Bauer influenced people like Jim Henson and Frank Oz that their movie, The Dark Crystal, had Bauer's concept in mind. This universal picture was inspired by Bauer. As of now, there is no evidence if the Netflix TV show The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance in 2019 will have Bauer's concept, but if they follow the outline of the movie in 1982, the TV show should also have some of Bauer's influence in it. Bauer's drawings look similar to Walt Disney's designs, but there is no evidence that the two crossed paths. It is possible for people to have the same idea without knowing it, but Walt Disney Productions came after the golden age of illustration, so it is possible for Walt Disney and others who work for Disney to have been indirectly influenced by John Bauer. Walt Disney is heard of and is popular throughout the world, but why isn't John Bauer, when he came before Disney, is recognized for his fairytale illustrations and popular with combining his landscapes in his artwork? Did Walt Disney employees pull a William Shakespeare on John Bauer and knew about him, but claimed his hard work for themselves by making it modern? Is John Bauer a man time forgot to recognize, or is he a part of a bigger picture that he is lumped in as a whole and not an individual, because he is remembered in Sweden, but not America? John Bauer's concept of combining landscape with mythology is an accepted concept for models to be outside and get thousands of likes for that photo, or have models wearing flowers and having these outdoor photos resemble simpleness. John Bauer helped fairytale and mythology art become popular, and he is a revolutionary illustrator and painter because of that.